All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Trap Advisor. It's your boy Pancho Gasman here today with my boy RX.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, man?
Yeah, man,
What's happening?
it's good to have you on the show.
It's good to be on the show, man.
Okay.
It's a vibe. I love it out here.
Well, we here to talk about my man, high end fashion label rooted in rebellion, raw artistry, and poetic mystery.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you did a good job. Yeah, man. My brand Bias, man. I'm about to go, live with a high fashion brand called Bias. Pretty much my whole take on like bro said, it's like rebellion. I've always been a rebel my whole life. That's why. And like I don't really like where fashion is today. So in my mind, it's like, let me create something that I think that people that are like me might like. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, and what's that like? Talk to the people, man. Like, what's that like?
Oh, man. I mean,
what about that rebellious nature about?
Man, ever since I was a kid, bro, like, I don't know. I've always, like, I hate people telling me what to do, bro. Like, I hate it. Like, ever since I was young. I would be the class clown, but I still make good grades, though. But, like, I don't know. It was just something about, I guess, that side of the wild side. But I've been like that since I was a kid, bro. And I think that it translates into my fashion because of so. You know what I mean? But the whole point of the rebellious nature was, I think that I just was like a bunch of us young kids that just needed a little bit more attention.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
I feel that. I was the same way. We in the same league. All right, well, okay, so where did the name Bias come from?
Yeah, so my name is Tobias, My name is Tobias. So I think Bias, in my mind, I didn't have one of those cool names, like,
No, that's super cool, especially if it's a spinoff from your own name. Damn, okay.
Yeah.
I learned something new, y'all. That's super dope. I like that.
Yeah, but the French guys got all the, Yves Saint Laurent. They all got like the cool names and stuff. But yeah, so I just figured I wanted to pull something from my name to make it more personal, but at the same time, like, it not be my name, because I mean, at some point, I might be done with my project, years on, and might want to go to a different venture within fashion, so I could just let this live on by itself.
But that's smart. Bias, because you like the rebellious, it's bias going against.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's super perfect, man. I like that, man.
I think it's pretty catchy.
Okay, what moment was you like, man, I gotta take this on the road, I gotta make this happen, man? When did it hit you?
I always loved making clothes since I was young, but like I think last year, because I just started back sewing last year, after not touching a sewing machine since 2014. So it's like,
Ooh,
yeah, but like
time,
I was making streetwear. So I was like I draw up my design, and then I'll take it through Illustrator, and then I'll make it to like graphic tees and all that kind of stuff. But then I seen so many people nowadays is doing the streetwear brands, and like everybody's rinsing and repeating, doing the same exact thing. Everything looked the same. So I didn't want nobody to look at my stuff and be like, oh, this is just another IG brand. So in my mind, I was like, well, I could do something they can't do, and I can actually sew. So at that point, that's when I just blew the dust off the sewing machine and started moving forward with it.
Yeah, you cut from a different cloth.
No pun intended. Nah, for real, bro. I forgot how much I loved it. I used to do it I didn't really do it in high school like that. I really got started, bro. I used to customize shoes, bro. Like I used to be the dude that painted
just any shoes or what? Like you had a specialty or what?
I mean, I always did like the J's, like I did like the Forces, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I could do anything. I was nice. So that's how I got into fashion, because I was doing the sneakers. That was like my high school hustle. So like when everybody else was, I guess, had their own little hustles, that was my hustle. I was making good money in high school doing that. So from there, I kind of was like, I need some clothes to go with the custom kicks, and that's when I got into, But the only reason why I know how to use a sewing machine is because of shoes. I used to take shoes apart and I put them back together with new materials. Like, that's the only way I knew the sewing machine at the time. So last year was when I first started actually making full on pieces.
That's a hell of a process. You just take the shoes apart and just rebuild it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle, and then you have like the custom, material. Like you got like the Python, or you might, you know, maybe you might be able to somehow get like a knockoff, like high fashion brands fabric, like a Gucci print that we know ain't real Gucci. You know what I mean? Or you might go as far as to getting you like a actual Louis V bag and then cutting it up and then putting it on shoes. Just depends on where your creativity goes. Me, I seen so many cats have like the Jordans with the Python on them, and I was like, I can do that. I can do that. So that's how I got started though. That's the only way I even know how to use a sewing machine. Wasn't
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't even closed at first.
Who influenced you in the street culture?
Ooh. Ooh. I mean, it always gonna start with Dapper Dan. I mean, I feel like Dapper Dan was ahead of his time because that was like our version of high fashion during that time. Taking the Gucci and making his own Gucci jacket. So I think that was like a big influence. But like of all time, I don't know if I could say dude's name now because they be canceling my boy, but Ye. Ye is like on the top for me as far as influences within at least the street culture.
Yeah, you got to be at the maybe at the top.
Bro, Ye he's that's why I said like, I can't get back, everything that he got going on when he doing his thing. But when it comes to like his arts, man's a genius for real. So that's like my biggest street influence, I guess you could say. But I gather inspiration from all kinds of people, bro. All kinds of people. So
Would you say your street like it men's
yeah.
the street influence with the
Oh yeah,
high-end fashion?
yeah. I think because once I think Virgil changed that. Virgil Abloh, R.P. Virgil. I think he changed that because that's what he brought to Louis V. And I think that at that point, everybody was so tired of these super high fashion, pieces that weren't something that would translate into the streets. Or they'll just see somebody, maybe it does translate into the streets, and then they'll see somebody high of our culture that'll wear it. But once the rappers became like the core, look up to figures, you know what I'm saying? Like the role models, that's when high fashion changed too. Cause now we're buying, cause our people is the ones that, really be keeping these places going. We spend the most money. So yeah. Once the rappers started talking about it in songs and all kinds of stuff, then it blew up crazy. And now like that's like the norm. Like, yeah, of course they still make super, technical pieces, but now it's aimed towards the streets because the streets always got the final saying and the first saying.
What about Rick Owens? I feel like
Yeah.
dude, is Rick Owens like the dude that did BAPE?
No. Rick Owens, he got his own brand. Rick Owens. Nah, the dude that did BAPE is Nigo.
Nigo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nigo.
We get it correct.
Yeah. Nigo, man. But again, that's another staple in our culture. You know what I mean? Like even though that's Asian culture, you know what I'm saying? But like, it was made with our influence. So yeah. But man, there's so many. I could sit here for hours and tell you everybody I like. You know what I'm saying? That I look up to when it comes to this fashion. But
well, what about the high? Because I asked you the street.
Yeah.
What about the high end, the level? Like, what's going on there?
I mean, I love like high fashion. Like I said, for me, I knew I could do it. I may not be able to do or be, interested in doing the couture pieces. So like, like when people go on the runway and it's stuff that nobody's actually gonna wear. You know what I'm saying?
That's couture?
That's couture, yeah.
Okay.
That's more of like the art of fashion. Like they're just trying to showcase, you know what I'm saying, like a story, you know what I mean, that type of stuff. But the ready to wear pieces, that's what I'm in, you know what I'm saying, I'm interested in because I know I can make fly pieces that people would love to wear. I'm just not too versed into it enough to where I want to make, maybe one day, once the brand blows up and I can hire other designers, you know what I'm saying, to help me, then maybe I can get into couture. But yeah, high fashion, bro, like it's just, I've always loved it. I think that the older and older I got and I got to see like how it was being created, obviously now because of the technology, it's like, oh yeah, that's not that bad. And I mean, ultimately, the only difference between high fashion and like streetwear is more so about like the material they use. You know what I'm saying? the material and how they advertise themselves. Their branding is different. So yeah, man. I think if you can do streetwear, you can do high fashion, especially nowadays. Maybe one day it'll change again, but
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, then so I'm trying to think now.
yeah.
Cause I'm mad high. No, this is what I wanted to ask you though, for real.
What up?
Cause you in LA,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's where you do it. And
yeah,
that's where the battleground is where I get like fashion. So
yeah,
but you out here in Vegas,
yeah.
so what's like, from your perspective, like does Vegas have a good like fashion, type of sense, or is, LA just killing it?
Honestly, like, I mean, I think LA. I'm still trying to accept LA as like a fashion house. Like, I just don't. I feel like LA is like it's more, beach wear. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's getting ready to go to the beach, or. But as far as like at least what I look at fashion for, and LA is on the come up. Vegas though, I haven't really seen too many people stuff in Vegas that I really. But Vegas is so progressive though. You know what I'm saying? Like not right now, but soon enough it will be. But I think that it's mad different because when we were kids, we couldn't see all these different, outfits. We couldn't see unless like our favorite like artist or somebody wore it. But now it's like everywhere is starting to get great at fashion because you can see somebody from New York, you can see somebody from Japan, you can see somebody from, Russia or something. It can influence, how you dress. But Vegas need to, get it together. But LA is cool. I was just at Cookies on Melrose last week. And I seen a lot of people and I was like, oh, okay, like maybe LA stepping it up. But compared to like a New York or to like a Paris or like a Milan, they not there yet. LA not there yet. But we gonna try and make that. We're gonna try and change that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try and make it. Even though it is one of the big ones that that they have the fashion shows at, it's just I feel like LA is like native LA. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless it's more like cultural streetwear. Like LA got that down pat, but high fashion, yeah, not really.
Yeah, it's not really out there too much.
Yeah, nah, it's not, bro. It's not. It's not.
But I see, some folks here and there getting dripped out,
Yeah, yeah.
as
For
you
sure.
are,
Nah, I
So
appreciate it.
explain this process though, because I see you in the
Yeah,
fatigues, man.
yeah, bro. I ain't gonna
With
lie
the,
to
with the,
you.
with the, I like one of the words that you described was grungy.
Yeah.
It's like I don't like. I don't know why I like that word for some
Yeah,
reason.
me too, bro. Me too, bro. But I made the pants. Oh shit. Yeah, I made the pants. I made the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I didn't make the kicks or anything, but pants wise, I ain't gonna lie. I knew I had somewhere to be last week, so I was like, I only like wearing my stuff. So I was like, let me make some camo pants. And what was crazy is like this is like multiple fabrics because this is actually cotton. You make pants out of thicker material, like canvas. And I ain't have no canvas, but I love this color camo. It's a million different camos, but I like this color type of camo. So
That's like like the jungle or something.
yeah. But like sometimes like the tans be too dark, and I loved it exactly how it was. I know it's probably crazy, but if you saw it next to another pair of camo pants that was a little different in color, as far as saturation, then you'd be like, oh, okay, I see what he's saying. But anyways, yeah. So I had to get some canvas and put them on top of each other, which is kind of like I guess a hybrid way of doing it. But yeah, bro. So I don't know what made me think about putting the paint strokes on there.
How long did that take? Like you just
Nah,
quick.
that's quick, bro. That's the quickest part. The quickest part is the final touches, the details. You know what I'm saying? So like after I finished the pants, then just took a brush, like like those brushes that you paint a house with. Not the rollers, but the hard bristle brushes. I just took one of those and then dip it, wipe most of it off, and then just hit that motherfucker, bro. That's the best part because that's when it's about to be done. Because sometimes, bro, I'll be making stuff and I'll be so tired of looking at it because I'm looking at it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So that point, it's like, all right, you done putting the icing on the cake. You know what I mean?
So how do people like? Can people get like custom pieces from you?
Yeah,
Custom.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, how
yeah.
can they do that?
Yeah. I mean, you can just reach out on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? On my IG. I mean, I haven't right now I'm working on my collection that's gonna drop fall winter 26, so next year, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also doing like pieces just to put content out. So just like how you remember we was talking before the camera came on, and like you gotta just start. You know what I'm saying? So I hate having to record myself and then do it. You know what I'm saying? Like make the videos and because I mean I'm not really a social media cat like that.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
trust me, I ain't either. Like
yeah,
this is, you got to come out of your shell. But the thing is that you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
right.
You know, and it's just doing it. You know,
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Because the
Like,
people they gonna appreciate it, and you
oh,
gonna
for
be
sure.
like, dang, like
You know,
I should have been did this.
that's part of the journey, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people that all the time, like just get started. So that's what I'm doing. Like I'm literally like I'm making pieces as I think of them, you know what I'm saying, on top of working on my collection. So it's like I'm kind of sewing multiple projects at one time, but just so that I can consistently have some posts out there. So, you know, but I haven't most of the stuff, pretty much everything I'm doing, I'm doing it for free, bro. Like I'm not even like if you see me post something on the page, like if it ain't usually men's stuff I make for myself, unless I, you know, got a partner or somebody, I'm like, oh, let me. But the women's stuff for sure, all that's free. I'm just showing that I can do it. Or I might have like a dope idea. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, I haven't really seen this yet. You know what I mean? So I'll make it. I hit up somebody that I know that I'm cool with and be like, hey, you know, I need your measurements. Let me know. And then make it happen.
You heard it over here, man. If it's free, give me 3.
I got you. We're gonna have to get y'all straight, man. We gotta get y'all some gear, man, some hoodies, man. We gotta get y'all something, man, cause I love the brand. I love everything y'all got going on over here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it,
For
man.
real.
I mean, man, it's the culture and like hot like fashion is so big
Yeah.
in the culture, you know.
For sure.
And it's even in the cannabis, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like now you're seeing the brands that's like, you know, they trying to get they gear up, their fashion up, they style up, you know, and it can't just be regular schmegular, you know. It's gotta be something that stands out, you know. So I feel like even on that, you know, like you know, that's why it's high end fashion. You know?
Nah, for real, bro. I'm right there with you. It's all about branding, man.
Yeah.
And like that's why like
absolutely
you're seeing like cookies, you're seeing like so many like, they're taking that aspect of it serious. I mean, because it's at the point now where it's like tourists come to LA, you know what I'm saying, come to the West Coast for cookies. You know what I'm saying? They get the cookies gear, they get all the cookies, and it's just because they built a solid brand.
Man, it's incredible, like to see that, like to see a street brand like just turn into a worldwide brand where people like everyone like. But then it's also something to be learned from that because I feel like cookies also kind of loses out on the audience just because they're called cookies, and somebody might not just like that strain. You know, like they like the movement, but they might, I don't even like cookie strain. I like smoking purple or something. I don't know.
Kind of like the difference between like Jokes Up and the Runts. You know, Jokes Up made Runts. So if you say Jokes Up, then it's like it might be a million different strands. But
exactly.
When I hear cookies, I'm automatically thinking about Girl Scout cookie or a cookie strand cut.
Even Backpack Boys, you know, I said like they got like a good name because it's like you can't, you know, like Backpack, you can't.
It's
really,
catchy.
Yeah,
it's catchy,
and they got a solid, you know, quality.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's really crazy right now to see this going down in live when coming from that era where like you was going to jail for smoking like. You was scared as hell, like, you know, that 14, 15. Look at put Visine in your eyes and spray yourself.
That was original sour diesel in there, you know what I'm saying?
It was good. It was some good stuff going on.
I feel like I remember when I was a kid, man, and if I smoked when I was younger, bro, I used to be high all day off like a little hit. It wasn't even like a full joint, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like, you know, hitting like a little makeshift little bong with a little small little Pepsi bottle or something.
No, we were stretching that high. We were stretching that high, man. It was blowing like man. Hey man, I smoke a lot now, but I wasn't smoking like back then. I wasn't smoking like back then. Like he's like smoke a joint, like and be smoking a joint all day or something. You know, don't even be like now. It's like right to the face. You know, just
like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I need a second one just to make sure the first.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it in rotation.
Yeah, bro. I be taking breaks, man. I just got off a break. I ain't smoking like 6 months.
Hey, we was just talking about that in the last episode. That's dope that you brought that up because you need tolerance breaks, you know.
Yeah, bro. I took it, man. I felt like it got to a point to where it was messing with my creativity, and like I don't know how to put that into words other than like just that, but like I felt like it was starting to block my creativity because I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go for my first collection, and this is before I even knew what I wanted to name the high fashion brand. So I was like, I'm gonna just take me a break, you know what I'm saying, till indefinitely until I feel like coming back. And yeah, bro, 6 months. So
that's big. That's tough.
Bro, I needed it, bro. It's like now I know where I'm going with everything. It's like okay, I can,
But the homie, man, we was just talking about this, man. Shout out the homie Cosmic Energy. He was like, hey, like when you trying to elevate in life and you smoke every day, you know, you can't do it when you smoking all the time, right?
Yeah.
But once you get to that level, then you can maintain,
of course,
that you know what you got until you ready to go up again. You know what I'm saying? And that's real, you know what I'm saying? Because and I'm saying it on a general level.
Yeah.
You know, you got some outliers, but you know, like most of the time, if you trying to like do something bigger or whatever, you know, like it's gonna kind of hold you back.
Oh yeah.
You know, and just take the break a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
that's all it is. Just a little
fall
break.
back a little bit. Yeah,
just a little break, bro. Like I said, I had to, but I'm glad I did because it got my disciplines back in order. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know where I'm going with the collection now, so I ain't really, you know what I mean. And I'm also one of those people that like when things happen, bro, I like to deal with it. Like I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? Like I know like I got family members that like to numb themselves before or after they dealing with something. Like I don't like that.
Yeah, they call that escapism,
Yeah,
man.
I don't like that, bro. Like if you're gonna smoke, you know what I'm saying? But don't use it as unless it's like a, real medical issue, but like don't use it as a crutch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I don't know. You know, I think it's hard to determine that.
Yeah.
Like for a lot of people, like it's just like you just like you really get so used to it too.
Yeah.
But it is really important to get a hold of thyself, you know, and actually take breaks here and now. You know, I'm actually due for mine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be taking my break, man. It's got to, you know, just to clear it up a little bit. Reset the cannabinoid system because that's what's happening. You resetting your cannabinoid system because it just get overburdened with cannabinoids that you just keep taking on the daily, and then that's why you keep smoking, you get less high, and it becomes less effective.
I was just gonna say that.
It's not working the same no more. It's just you need a break, you need a reset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I recommend it. I do it all the time. This was the longest one I've done in a minute. But
6 months is a minute.
That's a minute. I was probably gonna go the whole year, but then I was just like, nah, man, I can't do my medicine like that, man. I gotta show my medicine some love, man. Show us some love. But,
okay, so anything else, man, you want to tell us about the future of the brand? Like, what can we expect? Any drops?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as of right now. Like, I'm not too solely focused on drops, man. If I end up posting something and it picks up traction and people want it, then I might make an exclusive thing where it's like maybe I'll do 25. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna make them all myself. But I mean, right now check out my page. I might post something you might like, and then if you hit me, you know what I'm saying, I get you right. But bro, I'm just trying to finish my collection. Once I finish my collection, then I'll be on go time on like selling and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to put my stuff in like Maxfield and like big brand stores, utilize some of these connections that I have to finally like do that. But as of right now, bro, if y'all see something y'all like, y'all want it, hit me. You know what I'm saying? I'm real fair. You know, I'm about to shoot matter of fact, in a little bit, I'm about to shoot a video, you know what I'm saying, for my jacket out. One of my first pieces of the collection I made. So that's gonna be cool. Start sending people there. I haven't posted my actual page. So start posting people. Sending people there, and yeah, man. So nothing too crazy, but I'm working on something, you know?
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta put your head down and, you know what I mean? And bang stuff out. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. And, you know, I'm gonna post my pieces every now and then. And, you know, if y'all see something y'all like, man, let me know, you know? Let me know. But that's all I can say about that. I think that's people's problem. They'll get too quick into like, this needs to sell and I need to be rich off this. And it's like, I genuinely love fashion. It's like I didn't decided whether this goes left or right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making clothes, and that's what it is.
Just in it.
This is it. You know what I mean? So I ain't too worried about it. I just want to make sure my skills is up to par, especially because I didn't go to school for this. You know what I'm saying? So
what's the IG handle, man? Where can the trappers find you?
Yeah. So my Instagram is by Tobias Lee. So BYTOBIASLEE. Yeah, and then if you follow, show me some love. I'm gonna be posting the first piece soon, and you can start if you want to. You can funnel yourself over to the Instagram page for the high fashion brand and see what we got in store, man. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate y'all letting me come on, man. I told you when I seen it, when you shouted to me, I'm like, yo, this is tough. Like, I got to set up nice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the Rode mics. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got the rinky-dink joints. You know yeah. Y'all set up perfectly, man. I love it.
High quality.
Yeah, high quality for sure. For sure. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you.
Always, family. Always.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all heard it over here, man. It's a wrap from the trap, man. Thank you for trapping in.
Yes, sir.
Y'all tune in next time.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.